Slight variations in color, slight variations in hue, slight variations in values. I may have to revisit this corner yet, you know, from just right in this area. Lighten it up a little bit. I'll decide that after the sky is in place. I see it lighter than the camera does, but anyway, for the time being, I think that's good. We're going to call it finished, because again, if it needs anything, it's only a stroke or two. But as we go up the path, see, I decided to put a couple more bits of bedrock showing, poking their heads above the surface of the trail. Yeah, that's very black in there. That's because the paint is wet. It will lighten up once it dries a bit. So now you see some shadows, bits of shadow, maybe more like undulations on the trail as we work our way up towards the shed. Those rocks are more, you know, the color of gray granite. And then we come to the foreground and we have back to, back to an area that's a little more grassy knoll-ish. Okay, so now it's time for me to go upstairs, not here, but upstairs on the painting, to go up to the top and start again. Not that I'm changing it that much, but pretty much putting our final painting in place in that sky. Once that's in, then we go to here, the black hole. Anyway, it's been a lot of fiddling, a lot of playing around. I had some strong lines coming in from the left earlier. They were just sort of notions helping me to decide what to do with things. Those lines are gone now. They were never going to stay. So it's not quite as... It's more subtly busy, but it's not overall, at a glance, a busy area now on the lower left. You know, in this case, as far as that area is concerned, less is more. That's just supportive. Don't forget, our painting, our main area of interest, sits there. The rest supports that area, or at least that's what it's supposed to do. Yes, it becomes a little more interesting up top too, but it's also lighter, you know, of the visual weight. I have to be careful I don't put too much visual weight there. I do want the eye to be able to, I want the viewer to be able to stretch their eyeballs a little bit. Okay, I'm going to play in the sky. I won't take you with me on that because I'm going to be doing a lot of standing up and sitting down. Now mind you, painting standing up is something I prefer actually, but my back doesn't allow me to do a whole lot of that in one stretch. So, time to get the brush and start putting in some stronger strokes. Everything here is quite strong. It's very excuse me, stylized. The sky also will be stylized, but not with the same strength as everything else here, because of course it's not in the foreground. It's off in the distance. There won't be lines around any of the clouds, none of that sort of thing. Or very little of it, if any. But we're going to try to keep the movement. We still have this backwards C here. I like it. I like how that's worked out. You know, it's interrupted in places. Perfect. This as well. This echoes this echoes this, however you want to look at it. It's all coming. Okay, time for me to play. I'll get back to you soon.